And you know why, John? There were some wonderful things that happened in my life, but you were one of the wonderful things that happened in my life. When I was nobody.
Lola Falana's life and career are a vivid testament to extraordinary talent, resilience, and the unpredictable nature of fame. A story that intertwines dazzling success with unexpected obstacles, revealing the highs and lows of being a legendary performer in Hollywood and Las Vegas. Born with an innate ability to sing, dance, and captivate audiences, Lola rose through the ranks of the entertainment world with charisma and presence that set her apart from her contemporaries. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, she had become a household name, earning the nickname Queen of Las Vegas and performing alongside icons such as Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr., appearing in television specials and nightclubs where her electrifying energy and effortless talent left audiences spellbound. Lola's rise, however, was not without challenges, and one of the most defining moments of her career, and one that would forever change the trajectory of her national television appearances, was her encounter with the most influential late-night program of the era, The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, a platform capable of making careers overnight yet unforgiving of missteps, misperceptions, or anything that might be deemed off-script. The incident that occurred during her appearance on the show remains shrouded in speculation, with insiders suggesting that it may have been a simple timing issue, an unintended remark, or a gesture misinterpreted by the producers or the host, yet the consequences were severe. Lola Falana was never invited back to the program, effectively closing a door that many contemporaries would have considered a pinnacle opportunity for exposure to a nationwide audience. But while this exclusion could have derailed many careers, Lola's response was emblematic of her resilience and ingenuity. She did not allow a single program, however prestigious, to define her artistry, and instead returned to the stages and nightclubs where her talent could fully shine, reclaiming her narrative and solidifying her reputation as one of the most versatile, dynamic, and commanding entertainers of her generation. In Las Vegas, Lola's performances became legendary, blending precision choreography, soaring vocals, and unparalleled charisma into productions that felt both intimate and larger than life, leaving audiences awestruck with every number. Critics praised not only her technical mastery but also the emotional resonance she brought to each routine, proving that a performer's impact cannot be measured solely by television appearances or national exposure, but by the lasting impression left on audiences and the dedication with which she pursued her craft. Her story also highlights the challenges faced by African-American women in the entertainment industry during the mid-20th century, illustrating how systemic biases and rigid social expectations could influence opportunities in ways that were often invisible to the general public. And yet Lola navigated these barriers with grace, professionalism, and a refusal to compromise her artistic vision, creating spaces where talent was recognized, celebrated, and unrestrained by external judgments. Beyond her live performances, Lola continued to maintain collaborations with Hollywood and music legends, appearing in television specials, musical events, and award ceremonies that showcase her versatility, proving that her artistry could transcend any setback and that her influence extended far beyond a single exclusion from national television. Interviews with colleagues, historians, and fans reveal that Lola was disciplined, meticulous, and deeply committed to her craft, while also maintaining warmth and generosity behind the scenes, a combination that earned her admiration from both audiences and peers alike. Her exclusion from The Tonight Show has since become a case study in the interplay between talent, opportunity, and perception in the entertainment world, showing how gatekeepers and societal dynamics can impact a performer's trajectory, yet also demonstrating how resilience and unwavering dedication to one's art can overcome obstacles that might otherwise seem insurmountable. Lola's performances in Las Vegas were not mere entertainment. They were demonstrations of artistry and empowerment, showcasing a performer who refused to be constrained by the narrow definitions of success dictated by television appearances, instead choosing to engage audiences in ways that celebrated her full range of abilities. Over decades, her legacy has inspired countless performers, particularly women of color, proving that a combination of talent, perseverance, and authenticity can create enduring influence even in the face of systemic challenges. The story of Lola Falana's Tonight Show exclusion is not merely one of denial. It is a story of triumph, illustrating that brilliance cannot be silenced by a single setback, and that legacy is measured not by access granted but by the lives touched, the performances delivered, and the artistry sustained across a lifetime. Her career trajectory serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of fame, the importance of resilience, and the transformative power of live performance, demonstrating that setbacks can be turned into opportunities for innovation, reinvention, and even greater acclaim. Even decades later, Lola Falana remains a symbol of excellence, her name synonymous with technical brilliance, emotional depth, and the rare ability to connect deeply with audiences across generations. Her story teaches that while television exposure can amplify career, the true measure of a performer lies in talent, dedication, and the ability to leave a lasting impact, and that one closed door does not negate the enduring significance of an artist whose work continues to inspire, captivate, and define what it means to be a legendary entertainer. Through every dance step, every note sung, and every audience interaction, Lola Falana transformed obstacles into stages of innovation, adversity into artistry, and exclusion into an enduring lesson about the indomitable power of resilience, passion, and uncompromising talent, making her journey a timeless narrative for anyone seeking to understand not only the world of entertainment, but also the human capacity to rise above circumstance and leave a legacy that shines far brighter than any single moment of controversy could ever dim. Her story is a masterclass in the perseverance required to sustain greatness, a living example of how dedication, skill, and authenticity can carve an immortal place in history, and a reminder that true artistry transcends platforms, expectations, and even the most formidable barriers. In the end, the tale of Lola Falana being barred from The Tonight Show is not a cautionary tale of limitation, but a testament to triumph, showing that her brilliance, determination, and charisma ensured her place among the most extraordinary performers of her era, whose influence continues to resonate and inspire audiences and artists alike, decades after the lights first illuminated her iconic presence on stage, proving that legacy is built not on access granted, but on the enduring power of talent fully realized, obstacles overcome, and artistry that refuses to be diminished by circumstance, leaving Lola Falana forever celebrated as a symbol of resilience, excellence, and the transformative magic of performance. Lola Falana's career stands as one of the most remarkable stories in entertainment history, a saga of breathtaking talent, resilience, and the enduring power of live performance, marked most famously by the incident that forever barred her from returning to The Tonight Show. Starring Johnny Carson legends such as Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr., Lola demonstrated an ability to not only hold her own among the entertainment elite, but to elevate the performances of those around her, earning accolade from critics and fans alike for her charisma, technical mastery, and stage presence that was both magnetic and graceful. Yet despite her immense talent, her appearance on The Tonight Show became the defining moment of exclusion in her national television career, and although the precise details remain the subject of speculation, ranging from a timing mishap to a perceived misstep in etiquette or interaction with the host, its consequences were permanent, illustrating the fragile and often arbitrary nature of fame, especially for African-American women in Hollywood during the 1960s and 70s, when systemic biases, social expectations, and industry gatekeeping could combine to limit opportunities regardless of talent. What might have been a devastating blow for many performers instead became a turning point for Lola, who returned to Las Vegas with renewed determination, embracing venues where her artistry could be fully expressed, unfettered by network restrictions or the rigid demands of live television production. In those Vegas shows, Lola Falana transformed every stage into a personal statement of brilliance, designing performances that combined dazzling costume changes, innovative lighting, intricate choreography, and soulful vocals, creating experiences that were as visually stunning as they were emotionally compelling, leaving audiences entranced and critics praising the seamless integration of multiple performance styles into a singular, unforgettable show. Her musical selections were equally eclectic and impressive, ranging from jazz standards and Broadway numbers to pop hits, each performed with technical precision and an emotional resonance that made the audience feel connected to every note, every movement, and every gesture she made on stage. Fans recount evenings spent mesmerized by Lola's ability to shift effortlessly from a soft, sultry ballad to a high-energy dance routine, all while maintaining a magnetic stage presence that made it feel as though she were performing exclusively for each individual in the audience, a rare gift that set her apart from any contemporaries and cemented her reputation as one of the most versatile and dynamic entertainers of a generation. Beyond the stage, Lola's career continued to flourish through television specials, musical collaborations, and award show appearances, each offering a different facet of her talent and demonstrating her adaptability and enduring appeal across mediums, despite being denied access to The Tonight Show. Her relationships with Hollywood luminaries also highlight her professionalism and respect within the industry, as colleagues recall her meticulous preparation, graciousness behind the scenes, and ability to elevate productions simply by being present, reinforcing that her influence was measured not just in audience applause but in the collaborative excellence she inspired among other performers and production teams. Lola Falana's story further illuminates the racial and gender dynamics of mid-20th century Hollywood, illustrating the challenges faced by African-American women navigating an industry that often placed arbitrary limits on opportunity, and showing how resilience, talent, and strategic adaptability were essential for achieving lasting recognition. By choosing to focus on venues and productions that celebrated her abilities rather than conforming to limitations imposed by exclusion, Lola crafted a career defined by agency, artistry, and sustained excellence, offering a model of empowerment for future generations of performers. Her legacy is also shaped by her personal qualities, discipline, warmth, and generosity, that complemented her technical skill, creating a holistic portrait of a performer whose brilliance extended beyond the stage to the relationships she built with colleagues, audiences, and the broader entertainment community. Historians, critics, and fans alike recognize that Lola's exclusion from The Tonight Show, rather than diminishing her, highlights her ability to transcend obstacles, transforming what could have been a career-limiting event into a story of perseverance, reinvention, and triumph. Each Las Vegas performance became a reaffirmation of her talent, a public assertion of her resilience, and a showcase of the artistry that defined her as one of the era's most extraordinary entertainers, demonstrating that true performance cannot be constrained by any single platform or television program. Decades later, Lola's impact continues to resonate. Her shows are remembered for their technical brilliance, emotional depth, and sheer charisma, inspiring contemporary performers and fans who study her work as a standard of excellence in performance art. Her story also serves as a lens for understanding the complexities of fame, the interplay of opportunity and systemic limitation, and the ways in which resilience, dedication, and authenticity can define a performer's legacy far more than any single televised appearance. In reflecting on Lola Falana's career, it becomes clear that her exclusion from The Tonight Show was not the end of her story but a dramatic moment that underscores the transformative power of talent and perseverance. Her legacy, built on thousands of performances, countless collaborations, and decades of public and critical acclaim, demonstrates that artistry, when combined with resilience, cannot be diminished by obstacles, and that a single closed door cannot define the career of a performer whose talent, passion, and influence resonate across generations. Lola Falana remains, even decades after her most celebrated performances, a symbol of excellence, perseverance, and the enduring impact of artistry fully realized, showing the world that brilliance cannot be contained, that setbacks can be transformed into triumph, and that the measure of a performer is found not in opportunities denied but in the lasting impression left on audiences, colleagues, and the culture at large. A testament to a career that continues to inspire, captivate, and illuminate the possibilities of true, uncompromising talent. Lola Falana's career is one of the most compelling narratives in entertainment history, a story of dazzling talent, resilience, and the enduring triumph of artistry over obstacles, defined most famously by the incident that permanently barred her from returning to The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson with icons such as Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. Learning from their experience while asserting her own artistic vision and earning admiration for her discipline, preparation, and the generosity with which he supported fellow performers, often helping younger dancers refine choreography or coaching vocalists to ensure the overall performance reached its highest potential. Her exclusion from The Tonight Show, while a moment of public frustration and speculation, became instead a narrative catalyst that pushed her toward arenas where her talent could be fully recognized, allowing her to shape her own career trajectory, maintain artistic autonomy, and develop a performance style that was uniquely her own, blending musicality, theatricality, and storytelling into experiences that felt cinematic yet intimately personal, transforming each show into a journey for the audience. Fans who attended her shows recount the exhilaration of seeing her perform medleys that included hits like My Funny Valentine, Don't Rain on My Parade, and jazz standards such as Summertime, each delivered with phrasing, emotional nuance, and stagecraft that turn even well-known songs into moments of pure Lola Falana magic. demonstrating that live performance could be far more impactful and connective than any television appearance. Historians analyzing her career note that the Tonight Show incident illuminates the systemic challenges of the era. Despite her talent and popularity, as an African-American woman, she faced arbitrary barriers that prevented her from accessing platforms that were otherwise central to mainstream fame. Yet her response illustrates resilience, strategic navigation, and the ability to create her own opportunities, redefining the meaning of success on her own terms. Across decades, Lola's Vegas performances, television specials, and concert appearances showcase her adaptability and influence, inspiring contemporary performers to pursue both technical mastery and authentic audience connection, proving that excellence cannot be denied by exclusion. Behind the curtain, her meticulous preparation was legendary, including hours spent rehearsing choreography, vocal warm-ups, costume fittings, and even personal consultations on stage lighting to ensure that each number conveyed the intended mood and emotion, transforming technical details into artistry, and leaving every audience member with a feeling that they had witnessed something transcendent, an unforgettable experience that no network could replicate. Furthermore, her interactions with Hollywood and music legends were infused with professionalism and creativity, from performing duets with Sinatra where she matched his phrasing and timing with uncanny precision, to sharing dance routines with Sammy Davis Jr. that combined humor, athleticism, and elegance, showing her ability to collaborate with the best while maintaining her distinct artistic identity. Lola Falana's story is therefore both a cultural and historical lesson. It reflects the gender and racial dynamics of Hollywood, the unpredictability of fame, and the ways in which resilience, talent, and dedication can overcome systemic barriers, turning potential setbacks into platforms for long-lasting influence. Her legacy endures not only through recordings and fan memories, but also through the inspiration she provided to younger generations of performers, particularly African-American women seeking to assert their talent in a historically challenging industry, demonstrating that brilliance, discipline, and authenticity are forces that cannot be constrained by a single door closed or a single platform denied. Every song, every dance, and every stage gesture Lola executed became a testament to her commitment, transforming obstacles into artistry, adversity into triumph, and exclusion into a narrative of empowerment that continues to resonate decades later, showing that true legacy is built not on access granted but on the lives touched, the performances delivered, and the enduring impact of an artist fully realized. In reflecting on her career, it is clear that Lola Falana's exclusion from The Tonight Show did not limit her, but rather magnified her influence, illustrating the transformative power of resilience, the importance of creative autonomy, and the ways in which extraordinary talent can redefine opportunity, leaving a lasting imprint on audiences, colleagues, and the broader entertainment culture. From her electrifying Vegas shows with elaborate medleys, intricate choreography, and dazzling costumes, to her collaborations with Hollywood legends, to the countless fans inspired by her brilliance, Lola Falana's life is a testament to the fact that true artistry cannot be contained, that setbacks can be turned into triumphs, and that the measure of performer is not a single televised appearance but a lifetime of dedication, passion, and impact, ensuring that her legacy continues to shine. As a symbol of excellence, resilience, and the transformative magic of performance, Lola Falana's story is one of breathtaking talent, perseverance, and the transformative power of performance, a narrative punctuated by both dazzling triumphs and one of the most notorious moments in her career, her permanent exclusion from The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr., while simultaneously captivating audiences in Las Vegas nightclubs with shows that blended Broadway-style theatricality, jazz sophistication, pop energy, and intricate dance routines into performances so immersive that spectators often described feeling as though Lola were performing solely for them, a testament to the rare intimacy and emotional connection she brought to the stage. Her Vegas shows were marvels of production, featuring elaborate costume changes that included glittering sequin gowns, feathered headdresses, and shimmering jumpsuits, all meticulously designed to match the tone of each song, while her choreography seamlessly combined high-energy jazz steps, contemporary dance movements, and Broadway-inspired staging, often culminating in grand finales with dancers, lighting, and live orchestras synchronized to create a spectacle that was at once awe-inspiring and emotionally resonant, demonstrating Lola's unmatched ability to integrate multiple art forms into a singular, cohesive, and unforgettable experience, with numbers ranging from sultry ballads, Like My Funny Valentine to jazz standards such as Summertime, Broadway medleys including Cabaret and Chicago, and high-octane pop-infused routines that left audiences on their feet night after night. Behind the scenes, Lola was legendary for her professionalism, rehearsing for hours with choreographers, vocal coaches, and musicians, personally consulting on stage lighting, props, and set transitions, and often mentoring younger performers while ensuring every detail of her performance maintained technical precision and emotional depth, which earned her respect from colleagues and solidified her reputation as an entertainer who elevated every production she joined. Yet despite her immense talent and the adoration of audiences, her appearance on The Tonight Show will become the defining moment of exclusion in her national television career, the circumstances of which remain the subject of speculation. Some claim a timing mishap, a gesture misinterpreted, or a remark taken out of context, but the consequence was indisputable. Lola Falana was never invited back, a decision that reflected both the arbitrary nature of fame in the television industry and the systemic challenges faced by women of color in entertainment, highlighting the precarious balance between talent, opportunity, and perception in mid-28th century Hollywood, and underscoring the resilience required to navigate an industry where brilliance could still be denied access. Rather than allowing this exclusion to curtail her career, Lola turned her focus to arenas where she could assert full control over her artistry, and her live performances in Las Vegas became even more ambitious, with critics and fans praising the seamless integration of vocal virtuosity, intricate dance, stagecraft, and theatrical storytelling. Each show a journey of emotion and spectacle that solidified her position as one of the most dynamic and versatile performers of her era, captivating audiences with a sheer energy, precision, and magnetism that could transform a single song or dance number into a moment of transcendence. Her collaborations with Hollywood icons further amplified her influence, as she shared duets with Frank Sinatra, matching his phrasing and timing with remarkable finesse, and executed dance routines with Sammy Davis Jr. that combined athleticism, humor, and elegance, illustrating her ability to collaborate while maintaining a singular artistic identity and earning her admiration across generations of entertainers. Fans recount the thrill of seeing her medleys that transition effortlessly from jazz to Broadway, from ballads to energetic pop, noting the electrifying chemistry she created with dancers, musicians, and the audience alike, and her